This is so good. We're gonna keep doing it. Hmm. Nice. Quotes about love. When the power of love overcomes the power of love of power, the world will know peace. Wow. Dalai Lama. We can never obtain peace in the outer world until we make peace with ourselves. Happiness is not something ready made, it comes from your own actions. Be kind whenever possible, it is always possible. Every day, think as you wake up, today I'm fortunate to be alive. I have a precious human life. I'm not going to waste it. I'm not going to use all the energies to help myself, to expand my heart out to others, to achieve the enlightenment for the benefits of all beings. I'm going to have kind thoughts towards others. I'm not going to get angry or think badly about others. I'm going to benefit others as much as I can. My religion is very simple. My religion is kindness. If you think you're too simple to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito. Silence is sometimes the best answer. When we meet tragedy in life, we can react in two ways, either by losing hope and falling into self-destructive habits, or by using the challenge to find our inner strength. Love is absence of judgment. A truly compassionate attitude towards others does not change even if they behave negatively or hurt you. Remember that the best relationship is one in which you love for each other exceeds your need for each other. Love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Without them, humanity cannot survive. Our prime purpose in this life is to help others, and if you cannot help them, at least don't hurt them. Remember that sometimes not getting what you want is a wonderful stroke of luck. People take different roads in seeking fulfillment and happiness. Just because they are not on your road doesn't mean they have got it wrong. If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. Take into account the great love and the great achievements involve great bliss. World peace must develop first from inner peace. Peace is not just a mere absence of violence. Peace is I think, the manifestation of human compassion. All suffering is caused by ignorance. People inflict pain on others in a selfish pursuit to their own happiness or satisfaction. When you realize you have made a mistake, take immediate steps to correct it. Lala. Yes. Fear. Empowerment triangular win-win solution for everybody. Commitments. Do you keep yours? Yes. Heartful living. Okay, enough. Hey, we have something great here that we can do. Kurdish proverbs, our specialty. We love proverbs, right? A camel is not an animal, and an Arab is not a human being. A cup of coffee comes 1 to 40 years of friendship. A fool's dream of wealth is wise man of happiness. A girl without a mother is like a mountain with no paths. A girl without a father is like a mountain with no streams. A good companion short is the longest road. A heart in love with beauty never grows old. A home without guests, a village without shepherds, both are hopeless indeed. 100 men can sit together quietly, but when two dogs get together, there will be a fight. A hungry stomach has no ears. A kind word warms a man through 3 winters. A kind wound heals. A knife wound heals, but a tongue wound festers. A man is as wise as his head, not his ears. A man is just by his work. A neighbor's hen looks as big as a goose, and his wife as young as a girl. A red apple invites stones. A shy woman is worth a city. A shy man is worth a gold. A small key opens big doors. A thief not caught becomes a king. 1,000 friends are too few. One enemy is one too many. A thread is not lengthen your sword. A tribulation is better than 100 warnings. A visitor comes with 10 blessings. Eats one and leaves 9. A wise man does his own work. A wise man remembers his friend at all times. A fool only when he has a need for them. A woman is a fortress, a man her prisoner. Ability has no school. Activity breeds prosperity. After dinner, a guru kills a man or kidnaps a woman, and illness comes by the pound and goes away by the ounce. An open door invites callers. Any man with two knives becomes a porter. At table, keep shorthand. In company, keep a long short tongue. Bad habits are worse than rabbis. Beauty passes, wisdom remains. Better a cow for one's own than a jointly owned cow. Better a wise foe than a foolish friend. Better one day a man than 10 days a woman. Both the hunted and the hunter rely on God. And deal with your friends as if they will become your enemies tomorrow. Do not eat the stranger's bread, as this diminishes your stature. Do not roll up your trousers before reaching the stream. Do not throw the arrow which will return against you. Do what your teacher says, but not what he does. Dogs bark, but the caravan goes on. Eat and drink with your friends, but do not tread with them. Empty verse will not fill your empty stomach. Even the highest trees has an axe waiting at his foot. Every bad has its worst. Every sheep is hung by its own leg. Everything is pardoned the brave. Accept the worst from your enemy so that you won't be disappointed. Fear an ignorant man more than a lion. Fighting is better than idleness. For every wise man there is one still wiser. Freedom is never given but taken. Give 9, save 10. God created woman and woman created the earth. God finds a low branch for the bird that cannot fly. God has created us brothers but has given us separate verses. Guests bring good luck with them. Habit becomes second nature. Habit is worse than rabbis. He who loves a woman is the nephew of the sun. He who wants pearls has to dive into the sea. If God closes his one door, he opens 1,000 doors. If God didn't like beautiful women, he wouldn't have met them. If his skill can be gained by washing, every dog would have become a butcher. If you are an ant, will be patient. You are a hammer, be strong. If you're not a flower, don't be a thorn. If you cannot build a town, build a heart. If you give a cloth, he will ask for lining. If you talk to a blacksmith, he'll get hit by scarps. You'll get hit by sparks. If you wish to do a good deed, consult no one. Ignorance is sweet for the soul. In a fire, both green and dry would burn. In a flat country, a hillock takes itself a mountain. It is better to be a male for one day than a female for 10. It is better to be naked in your place than to be a pasha with strangers. It is easier to make a camel jump with trees than to make a fool listen to reason. It is easy to catch a serpent with someone else's hands. It is easy to say don't come, difficult to say go. It is more difficult to contend with oneself than with the world. It is up to the people to feed the dog. It's up to the grass to feed the dogs. Kind words will unlock an iron door. Because have no friends. Listen 100 times, pound 1,000 times, but speak once. Loneliness is a nest for the thoughts. Many will show you the way once your cart has overturned. Many women, many words. No matter where you go, your destiny follows you. No means no market. No one says that my pasture is not sweet. Nobody knows who is he, even if he is under his father's ears. Not every cloud brings rain. Of everything else, the newest of friends, the oldest. For evil grain, no good seed can come. Once a friend, always a friend. One beats one's breast, who does not beat one's child. One can never repay one's debt to one's mother. One gives twice, who gives quickly. One is equally indebted to one's teacher and to God. One study house is worth 100 in ruins. Only by falling do you learn how to mount a house. Open your eyes and not your mouth. Part with your head, not with your secret. Parting is such a sweet sorrow. Patience is bitter, but it bears sweet fruit. Search yourself and you will find Allah. See with your mind, hear with your heart. See with your mind, hear with your heart. Some will enjoy the honey, others will have to put up with the sting. Stairs are climbed step by step. Stretch your feet according to your blanket. Study from new books, but from old teachers. The devil takes a hand in what is done. Has the devil tempts all, but the idle man tempts the devil. The devil will not bother you with a full house of children. Enemy of the father will never be a friend of the son. The foreign person is blind, and the killed person has no chance. The fox did not reach the grapes, said it's unripe. The curds have no friends. The male is born to be slaughtered. The man is a river, the woman's a lake. The miser and the open-handed spend the same in the long run. The only friends we have are the mountains. The rich man's wealth ties the poor man's jaw. The wolf depends only in their thorns, and roses grow on the same tree. Those away from the battlefield boast about their swords. Those who do not go to war roar like lions. Those who know do not talk. Those who talk do not know. Time is like a danger. If you don't cut with it, it cuts you. Go ahead and cut. Be quick before it cuts you. To find your place in life is easier than to occupy it. To have a hut built from mud here is better than a palace made from gold and marble of the Arabian Gulf. To speak is to sow, to listen is to reap. What is loan goes away smiling but returns weeping. What matters is the meaning of the devil now. What the heart thinks, the mouth speaks. When you give away, you keep. We are a boy and dies, the mourners give him the curly hair as a present. When a cat mourns to eat her kitten, she says, you look like mice. When it is springtime, the grass will even grow under the big stone. When the madam drops her cup of tea, it makes no noise. When the money starts to glitter and clink, even the mullah will leave the mass. Whoever digs a bit for his neighbor should dig his own size. Whoever is fond of cream should take the cover around with him. Whoever speaks evil of you, of others, will speak of you to others. Wish well, be well. With a mule, you have a son. With a son-in-law, you only have a mule. With fortune on your side, you can sow salt and harvest grass. With patience, mulberry leaves becomes satin. Wood can only be split with a wedge that is cut from its own tree. Work as if you want to live forever. Live as if you want to die tomorrow. Your son can be a prince. Your daughter will be a mother. We lose the certain things while we seek the uncertain ones. Keep quiet and people will think you're a philosopher unless what we do is useful. Glory is vain. No gain is so certain as that which proceeds from the economical use of what you already have. One happiness curtains 1,000 sorrows. I don't want the chase. I just want to get out of the trap. The happiness in your pocket, don't spend it all. He who wants a garden plants happiness. A merchant's happiness hangs upon chance, wind and waves. Happiness invites envy. There is not happiness who does not realize the happiness it belongs. It being well bearded brings happiness, and a he-goat must be happier than any of us. If being well bearded brings happiness, a he-goat must be happier than any of us. Misfortunes make happiness more sweet than when it comes. Obedience is the mother of happiness. The memory of happiness makes misery woeful. All happiness is in mind. Happiness is not worse. You cannot harness it. Happiness is something to do, something to love, something to hope for. Silence is the interpreter of happiness. There are two kinds of men: those who could be happy and those are not, and those who search for happiness and find it not. Yesterday is but a dream, tomorrow is but a vision, but today well lived makes every yesterday a dream of happiness, every tomorrow a vision of hope. Look well therefore to this day. Happiness has its root, sorrow has its womb. Happiness is like a sunbeam, which the least shadow intercepts, while adversity is often as the rain in the spring. To be able to curse once a day improves happiness and lengthens life. Happiness in glass break easily. Happiness does not give, it only bends. Happiness does not come from happiness itself, but from the journey towards achieving it. For some of us, happiness comes while we sleep. The day of happiness is short. What comes What makes us discontented with our condition is that certainly exaggerated idea we have of the happiness of others. Happiness opens the arms and closes the eyes. No one is happier than he who believes in his happiness. No one is unhappier than the one who believes in happiness. Wow, there is happiness. Happiness, you pay for it to be found everywhere. When happiness ends, happiness begins. Ambition ends, happiness begins. True happiness lies in giving to others. Yesterday is but a dream, tomorrow is but a vision. But today well lived makes every yesterday a dream of happiness, every tomorrow a vision of hope. Happiness is last too long spoils the heart. Happiness rarely keeps company with an empty stomach. Happiness spring cleans the heart into the house where we joy lives. Happiness will gladly come. One moment of intense happiness prolongs the life of 1,000 years. Where there is laughter, happiness likes to be. There is no winter without snow, no spring without sunshine, no happiness without companions. Happiness flies away from those who want it most. Who cleans up the dirt, washes away happiness. An inflated idea can burst the bubble of your happiness. It does not kill you, it will bring you happiness. A smiling face dispels unhappiness. Woe is he who claims to have unfold happiness. There are those in love, there is happiness. Happiness is still does not stay. Only moments of happiness do spill wine is a sign of happiness, but break the bed and you will have all long passes. There is no happiness where there are only moments of happiness. There is no other happiness but peace. Whoever does not respect confidence will never find happiness in their path. Happiness is like crystal. When it shines the most, it soon cracks. Better an ounce of happiness than a pound of gold. God is a father. Happiness is a stepfather. Money doesn't bring happiness. We use to live and spill tears. Now we live and build happiness. A fool dreams of wealth, a wise man of happiness. Where ambition begins, happiness ends. Kindness begins happiness. If you want happiness for an hour, take a nap. If you want it for a day, go fishing. If you want happiness for a month, get married. If you want happiness for a year, inherit a fortune. If you want happiness for a lifetime, help someone else. One man's happiness is another man's sadness. True happiness consists in making others happy. While we pursue happiness, we flee from contentment. With happiness comes intelligence with the heart. Content is happiness. Happiness can grow from only a little contentment. Patience attracts happiness. It brings near that which is far. Getting what you go for is called success, but liking it while you're getting it is called happiness. Real happiness is found not in giving the things you like to do, but the liking the things you have to do. Happiness is a form of courage. Happiness multiplies as we divide it with others. Kittens are child's instrument for happiness. The best way to find happiness is not to search for it. If you always fear misfortune, you'll miss out on happiness. Happiness requires something to do, something to love, something to hope for. Happiness is like a perfume. You cannot pour it on others without allowing a few drops to fall on yourself. Happiness is not perfected until it is shared. Happiness often sneaks through your door when you left the door open. Too much happiness brings tears in our eyes. Happiness is a place between too little and too much. Health flows from the happiness of the heart. Happiness is as good as food. Yesterday is but a dream, tomorrow is but a vision. But today well lived makes every yesterday a dream of happiness and every tomorrow a vision of hope. Look well, therefore, to this day. The best part of happiness lies in the secret of the heart of a lover. When men are rightly occupied with happiness, grows of their work. Consider whether your fun will cause another's unhappiness. A friend is someone who shares your happiness and your pains. One who knows your limits knows true happiness. A bite from a loving mouth is worth more than a kiss from any other. A cemetery never refuses a corpse. A clear conscience shines not only in the eyes. A dog will always be a donkey where it feels raised by lions. A donkey is a donkey, though it may carry the sultan's pressure. A dressed up man lies worth more than the badly told truth. A polite devil is more agreeable than a rude scent. A raised year has 24 months. Better to have 1,000 enemies outside the house than to have one enemy inside it. Beware of the man to whom you have done a good turn. Do good and throw it into the sea. It is not appreciated by an ungrateful man. Do today what you want to postpone until tomorrow. Flies know well the sweet seller's beard. God hears things upside down. Good advice once was worth a camel. Now that it is a free of charge, no one takes it. Have faith in a stone and you will be healed by it. He's like a deaf man at the wedding procession. He who gossips to you will gossip about you. He who has money can eat ice cream in hell. He who has money can eat sherbet in hell. He who knew you when you were young will not respect you when you grow up. He who slaps himself on the face should not cry out. He who took the money up to the roof should bring it down. He who wants to eat honey should endure the stings. His brain hang at the top of the face. Hygiene is 2/3 of health. If a rich man eats a snake, people call it wisdom. If a poor man does the same thing, people call it derangement. If anyone is not willing to accept your point of view, try to see his point of view. If at first you don't succeed, try again. If someone puts your trust in you, don't sever it. If someone had a mother, she would weep at someone's passing. If you are too sparing with a cat's food, the rats will eat your ears. If you beat my drum, I will blow your whistle. If you fall in love, to let her be a beauty. If you should steal, let it be a camel. If you should follow the lead of the cockerel, you will be led by the poulterer. If you sin in the face of the coffin, you will tell you that it is raining. It is easier to be happy bachelor for a year than a widower for a month. It is normal for a sieve to have holes in it. Love overlooks defects, hatred magnifies them. Lower your voice and strengthen your argument. Nights of pleasure are short. No matter how fast a poplar grows, it will never reach heaven. No one can give what he does not have. Only your need scratches your skin. Some men build a wine cellar after only finding one grape. Some men will find a wine cellar when they have found just one grape. Talking is not like doing. The day will come for the despot to pay. The person who knew you when you were young will seldom respect you as an adult. The pot always reveals its contents. The son of a son is dear. The son of a daughter is a stranger. The son of an old man is an orphan and his wife is a widow. The worst ache is the present ache. Ticks, bed bugs, and a crying child are unendurable. Two things cannot be hidden: being astride a camel and being pregnant. We taught them how to beg. They rest up to the gates. We traded in shoulds. People stopped dying. We traded in shouts. People stopped dying. Whatever your uncle gives you, take. When a mouth makes fun of a cat, there is a hole nearby. When the angels arrived, the demons leave. When they came to show the horse of Sultan, along comes the vigilant. This takes off out of it. You become like that which you own. Wow, 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 wow. Wonderful, beautiful. God, please, please, please. Let us become so good that everybody would enjoy listening to us. To thy words. Like, let the word reach within thee to reach out without unto thee. Beautiful.